I don't think any social and political change has come about without people actually showing up in physical force and show solidarity by getting together, to go out on the street, go to meetings. It is totally necessary. The Twitter alone cannot do it. The social media or Facebook will not do it. Online petitions will not change the way government behave, but it's possible to use those methods to mobilize people. In the end, if you're going to fight oppressive powers, if you're going to fight evil powers, if I may call it that, whether it's in the corporate or government sector, people will have to move out of their seats, move from the computer screen onto the streets, onto meeting places. That history shows that has always been the method. Nothing has changed in that respect. And it's also very important for those in power to see that people are willing, even just to stand up from the comfort of their home, to go to a place and meet others and show a strength of force and unity. It is my firm belief that 2010, with WikiLeaks coming forth with the explosive revelation, was an absolute mark in history that in the future people will point to. Something changed dramatically in 2010. There were many who said then, this is only going to happen once in a lifetime. It was the Pentagon paper in 1970, early 1970 by Daniel Ellsberg. Then 40 years wait and you have Chelsea Manning and WikiLeaks. Then of course it's all going to die. WikiLeaks is going to die. Nothing is going to happen more in this field. But the opposite happened. We've had leaks of a smaller scales after 2010, both from WikiLeaks and through other venues. Then 2013 is another scale in or a mark in the timeline with Edward Snowden, one of the most important whistleblower in history. So I'm saying this is happening on a shorter scale, and I wouldn't be surprised that in 2014 we would have another Private Manning, another Edward Snowden, or even 5 of those. There has been a fundamental change, and I am absolutely certain that we're going to see an escalation exponentially in the coming forth of these leaks, because truth wants out, and as we say in WikiLeaks, courage is contagious. It's quite interesting that before Edward Snowden came forth with his revelation about this massive spying on what every individual is doing on the internet, we had actually been warning people about the possibility of this as the dark side of the internet. Of course, we've been emphasizing the positive possibilities that the internet is offering through information dissemination and linking people across borders and across cultures. So it is a dual thing. It is like so many things that can have dual purposes. They can have a dark side and a light side. But my optimism is, of course, aimed at the simple fact that we are now seeing more and more of the dark side. So people know they can fight it. They can demand that the government changes the abuse of the internet, the attack on privacy. And on the other side, we are seeing the increase in using the internet as a positive tool for social and political change. We are one part of that at WikiLeaks, and we endorse that in every place possible. So I am optimistic. It is a possibility of a good future if we are vigilant and if we are fight for the freedom of the internet, we fight for the possibility of the positive use of this wonderful tool.